Many people dream of coming to Thailand and owning a property, but few foreigners are aware of the different options that are available to them. There are two main choices for foreign buyers: buy condominiums or buy a long-term lease on land. Condominium ownership is popular among retirees who want an easy way to own a property in Thailand without having to worry about any maintenance. It also typically comes with better amenities than you would find in single-family homes on land. For those looking for more space, there's the option of buying land and building your own home from scratch. 1. What are the different types of property you can buy in Thailand? As a non-Thai, your options for buying property are quite limited. You can buy an apartment or condominium, or else you can purchase a long-term lease on land. You are not allowed to legally own land in Thailand. You are also not permitted to own a house in your own name as a non-Thai. Some people will buy a house in their partner's name, but you are leaving yourself open to a lot of trouble in the future if you fall out with each other. This happens fairly often, and the results are not pretty at all. Should you fall out with your Thai partner, the house deeds will be in their name, so even though you may have been the one to stump up the money to buy the land or property, however, you will not have much legal recourse in the event of a divorce or breakup, as your name is not on the deeds. These leases can be set up to 30 years and can roll over, but this all needs to be agreed with the actual landowner. Also, I strongly recommend that you consult with a reputable Thai lawyer during these negotiations and have them look over the paperwork. In the long term, it will be well worth the money spent for their services. 2. How to go about buying land or a house in Thailand. This is something that you as a non-Thai citizen can't do. In the past, there were workarounds where you could start a Thai company and buy the house in the company's name, but the Thai government, for the most part, have cracked down on this. You can provide the money to a Thai girlfriend or wife, but you'd better make sure that you fully trust them, as legally, the property or land will be in their name. As mentioned previously, you can lease land long-term and build a house on that land, but I'm not quite sure how viable an option that is for you. 3. The steps involved with purchasing a condo in Thailand. There are a number of steps involved with buying property in Thailand, just you would expect in any country. One of the few easy options available to you as a non-Thai is the purchase of a condo, apartment. Steps involved in purchasing a condo. Find the right condo, apartment that is close to your budget and meets all of your needs. Have an attorney draw up a contract for purchase with conditional clauses should you need them, such as getting financing from Thai banks, although this is extremely difficult to obtain as a non-Thai citizen. Speak to the property agent about the possibility of buying the condo over a period of time. Sometimes you can pay 25% to 50% of the sale price of the property and then spread the balance of the cost over a period of time up to 3 years. This can be longer if the seller agrees to this. You'll need to transfer the required funds to a Thai bank. This may well be an escrow account which is managed by the property agency. Definitely do your due diligence before this point. Make certain that the property agent is reputable and consult with a good Thai lawyer prior to transferring funds. 4. The costs, taxes, and other fees involved with buying property in Thailand. There will be some costs involved in buying property in Thailand. The ones you can expect are: government fee for transfer of property, usually 2% of the property price. Legal fees and taxes, including a stamp duty which can be up to 12%, depending on the province that you buy in. Foreigners are also liable for a yearly income tax on any rental earnings they make from their Thai investment properties. You'll need to speak with your accountant about how much this will cost you if you're not already paying it back home. Land title registration costs. These vary from one district office to another, but should typically come out at under $400 for an average condo purchase in Bangkok's condos market, or $1,500 plus for land plots deep within Thailand's countryside where there is no infrastructure yet. 5. Things to consider when deciding whether or not to purchase property in Thailand for foreigners. Foreigners are not entitled to Thai citizenship or a passport, so you'll need your own visa if you want to travel around the region. The good news is that Thailand has some of the most convenient and affordable visas in Southeast Asia, for people from all walks of life. Check out our guide on how to get a tourist visa here. It's also worth considering what kind of lifestyle you're looking for before making any decisions about where to buy property in Thailand. If you intend spending more time inside the country than outside it, then it might be better value buying something closer to Bangkok and Huawei Stadium, which could make an ideal holiday home option too. There will always be risk involved with investing in property, especially property that's being bought during the planning stage. This is something I'd be very careful about, as there's always the chance that the building company may go belly up and then you are going to be left high and dry. Conclusion: if you are determined to buy property in Thailand, I can't stress enough that you must hire a reputable local Thai lawyer to look through the paperwork before you sign anything. This may cost you $1,000 or $2,000, but the amount of stress it can save you in the long run is invaluable. If you're planning to buy a property in Thailand, then buying a condo, apartment is going to be most hassle-free option. If you are determined to live in a house or villa in Thailand, then renting is going to be the easiest option for you on this path.